pass. Big hit along the end boards. Wow. Field gets the stick loose up the boards. Keeps it deep. He's got Alcock. One-timer scores! Cody Alcock with the overtime winner.
Back to the defenseman. Quick shot. Kick save. Rebound. Oh, what a save by Bobkoff.
Jenkins. Kujawinski. Shot scores! 3-2 Fronts.
Well, the same dynamic duo that did it in the first period have done it here in the second period. Kujawinski and Jenkins.
A lot of ice time here in Kingston, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him develop here on Kingston ice.
6'2", 195, he's 16.
Yeah.
That's what stands out to me, and he's skilled, and we're underway.
Kujinsky, I can't say his name.
Kujawinski.
Kujawinski.
I'm Ryan Kujawinski from Iroquois Falls, Ontario, and I play for the Kingston Frontenacs.
Frontenacs came right back though. Nice tip here by the newest Frontenac, Ryan Kujawinski. His second goal of the year, first as a Frontenac. Nice tip on the shot by Moffat. It's a tie game.
The blueprint for this team begins with Ryan Kujawinski. He's going to be the centerpiece of this organization for his career in the OHL. He's the player that the Frontenacs originally wanted to draft at the priority draft last summer. They acquired him in the Ryan Spooner trade.
With Spooner trying to make it 2-on-1, he does. Brown into Spooner's shot, scores! Ryan Spooner, second shorty of the game, league leading 7. Wow! 3-2 Frontenacs. 3 short-handed goals by Kingston.
Well, it was no surprise at the beginning of the year Spooner was the man, and it was no surprise. What the big surprise is, first heard about the Kujawinski trade for Spooner, even up, I thought maybe the Fronts could have done better, but I don't think they could have because Kujawinski's the real deal.
Has Kujawinski going to the front of the net, scores! Welcome back, Ryan Kujawinski scores and opens the scoring for the Kingston Frontenacs.
Well, I think a lot of people thought at the time, because in recent years, the price for a guy like Ryan Spooner has usually been a frontline player or two and a couple of draft picks. I think some people were surprised that it was a one-for-one deal, but Kujawinski was the 4th overall pick in the draft last year, and he showed every reason why.
Ryan Kujawinski, obviously there's a reason why he was picked 4th overall last year. When it came to moving Ryan Spooner, this is what I asked for, and obviously Sarnia felt that they had a chance to make a run at it, and you can't really, 90% of the time you can't trade a good player for a bad player. So we had an agreement in place. I guess it was probably a worst kept secret out there.
We said, do not look at his point total and judge the Spooner trade based on the point total that you see. You can't look at the 6 points and say, we got fleeced here. We did not get fleeced. This young man is going to have a great career here in Kingston.
Yeah, great trade by Doug Gilmore. It's not very often you can get a 16-year-old that was taken 4th overall. In the previous draft. So it's a real coup for us. Outstanding young man from Northern Ontario. You just look at the numbers that he's put up since he's been here.
He was, certainly a top 10 pick in the OHL draft, but maybe it's been everything that Kingston fans and the coaching staff could ask for.
That and more, and I think you're right. It has been a pleasant surprise. He's a big kid. He's 6'2". He's almost 200 pounds. He's got the size. He's 16. His face-off prowess is something which is incredible for Sudbury fans. Kujawinski has been winning between 65 and 70% of his face-offs, game in, game out. Since coming over in the trade for Spooner, he's averaged better than a point a game. He's got 30 points in 29 games, so he's been really getting it done offensively, and he's going to develop, into a real power forward.
Here's a kid that I didn't really get a chance to see before Doug made the trade for him. Doug loved him. I knew Kingston was, during the draft, we were going to take him if he was available. Obviously he wasn't. He was chosen already. For us to get him, for a player of Ryan Spooner's caliber, Ryan had 4 months left of the season. This kid is 16. He's got a long time to play for us. I think since he's been here and has gotten the ice time, he's shown the fans of Kingston that this guy's going to be a superstar and a potential first-round pick next year.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, Kujawinski has played solid hockey, won his face-offs, which is more important. And I think as the Fronts begin to rebuild and grow as a hockey club, Kujawinski will be a key part of that, and Kingston fans will be pretty pleased with what they're going to see in the next couple of years.
I think when we traded away Ryan Spooner, everyone was kind of in shock, thinking, who is the 16-year-old that's coming in to replace him? And I think within 4 or 5 games of Ryan Kujawinski being with us, people could tell why. He's so talented and he's only 16.
Since the trade, Ryan Kujawinski has come into Kingston and exploded. He has scored at a pace that is on par with Ryan Spooner, of whom he was traded for.
Morbeck down the other way, shoots one through the legs, rebound, they score! The Frontenacs are on the board. Ryan Kujawinski, it's 1-0 Kingston.
You know, you look at Kujawinski and what an addition he has been. When you look at that trade, I mean, they not only got the services of Ryan Spooner for like a year and a half, then they flipped him and got, you know, a first-round pick in the draft in Kujawinski, who not only is a great player, he seems to be very happy to be in Kingston, which is great. I mean, he's happy to be there, and he's going to lead them probably for the next 3 years.
Just getting the opportunity to play and just showcase myself, and I'm enjoying it. So far, the city's great and great atmosphere here, and I'm really enjoying it.
And it is Kujawinski with a give and go. The redirect. Subban didn't stand a chance.
From what I've seen of Ryan Kujawinski, that was a steal. Take nothing away from what Ryan Spooner did for us here in Kingston, but this kid is just 16 going on 17 years old. I believe he had 1 goal in Sarnia.
Vassell lets it go. Campbell to save the rebound. They score. Kujawinski buries it, and this thing has cut the deficit to 2.
And he's got like 15 already here in Kingston. You can see the talent he has, and hopefully we've got him for at least 3 more seasons. This guy is going to be a superstar in the Ontario Hockey League. He is going to be our superstar, and he's going to be a big reason why this hockey club is going to move forward and get us into the playoffs next season.
Kujawinski over the line, cuts wide. Now it's Moffat from the point, steers it over to Nixon. Nixon, in goal, shot, scores! Redirected by Kujawinski, Fronts claw to within 2 on the power play.
I've racked my brain to think of when there was a 16-year-old forward who's worn, you know, Kingston's colors, who there's been this much excitement about. I mean, Erica Branson obviously was, you know, a very high pick in the OHL priority selection draft and is already in the NHL as a teenager, but it's a little different with a, you know, a shutdown defenseman than it is with a guy who can score. I mean, he was the only player his age in the Ontario Hockey League who had a point a game after the World Under-17 Championship, and I think one of only I think there were only 3 players in the entire Canadian Hockey League born in 1995 who scored at a higher rate in the second half of the year, and they're all pretty well-known kids of the high picks, and he is getting into that echelon of prospect.
Ryan Kujawinski was a name that I had heard of long before he was mentioned in any trade talks. And just what I see is a young man who is mature beyond his age, and he's going to grow into a body that is going to be junior A, major junior A ready. And when he does that, he has the skill set that could take him to the top, and I could see him as a top 5 scorer.
This guy is a monster, and you talk to scouts and they love his size, they love his athletic ability, and his ability on the ice, I think, is one of those that you just don't have centers that are that big and that much hockey sense in him.
At 6'2" and only 17 years old, the best is yet to come with Ryan Kujinsky.
With the acquisition of Kujawinski, that kid is phenomenal. I wouldn't want to have to pay the grocery bills for him. He's a big kid with hands, soft hands. Oh, you know. So the future really is looking a lot brighter.
Morbeck, Alcock, Kujawinski out to take the draw.
Well, he's been winning the face-off, so I think this is a great move. Let the youngster take it.
And he wins it, splits the D, and it gets out of the zone. He won it too cleanly.
Such an elite player, Kujawinski. You can already see in the short time he's been in Kingston this year, the difference he's made in that roster. I can only imagine how much he's going to improve next season.
He wasn't even on the map for rookie scorers in the league when he was acquired by Kingston. And by the end of the season, he was able to score his way up into the top 10. He's going to be a big deal.
Kujawinski has turned out to be a great hockey player in his first year in the league, and he's going to be a superstar down the road.
You've kind of really noticed since he arrived in Kingston was Kujawinski. I mean, he's really made a difference to that team, and because he's now allowed to do things that maybe he didn't have a chance to do in Sarnia, and all of a sudden more ice time, and wow, this is why he's a first-round draft pick, and Kingston's got something special there.
Moves it over, backdoor feed, shot, they score. The Frontenacs have tied this game at 2. Deuces are wild in the second. On a nice setup, the second goal of the night by Ryan Kujawinski.
Well, we see why he was sought after by Doug Gilmour, the 4th overall pick in last year's midget draft. Big, rangy guy. Boy, does he know how to get behind the D. And he makes Andrew D'Agostini pay high, short side, over the shoulder, just rope weights, and talk about a goal scorer's goal. And he's just a baby, too, so look for him. Lots of big things in this league before he moves on.
Kujawinski, you know what, he's going to be a star in this league before he's done. He's already a dominant player. We've seen him come in and right off the get-go, his first couple games in Kingston, he was a real strong guy. He's big, he's lanky, he's already put on 10, 15 pounds since the start of the season, but there's a guy that they're going to be able to focus and key their team around. Every team needs a marquee guy. He's been unbelievable. I mean, I liked him in the draft, and now with him on this side, we're going to get a whole lot of opportunity to see him. But a great big dominant guy, plays like he's 19 years old already, and that's a great pickup for Doug Gilmour.
This guy's a big body. Again, you look at the NHL and they're always looking for that big centerman. Well, this kid has that. He's got size, he's got lots and lots of skill, and again, he's just gonna, he's gonna grow with this hockey club here, and he's gonna be a huge part of our team, and again, we're expecting big things from him in the future.
It's a guy that the fans have to get out and see. He's big, he's strong, he's only going to get better, and very fortunate to have him here.
A big part of next year's team is going to be Ryan Kujawinski, and he's somebody the Frontenacs are really looking forward to seeing how he develops over the summer.
Well, you know what? He's developed well over the last 2 months, and if he can keep this pace up, it's going to be really impressive. Now the reigning OHL Rookie of the Month, 16 points in his last dozen games. He's been super for this team.
We'll have a good team. We'll still have a young team, but I think we're going to be strong. I think it's going to be a huge rebuild year for us. I think that's going to be a huge part of the process next year, and I'm just excited, and hopefully make the playoffs.
Got in front, scores! What a nice setup that was. Give and go makes it 1-1. Cross bouncing back.
It was Billy Jenkins with the nice setup.
I'm really looking forward to the next couple of years, watching him not only win face-offs, set up plays. He's got Jenkins to play with as well.